Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. This is Chapter 5, Retake Theed Palace. Okay, it's a little bit later in the day now, so I'm even more tired from when the last video was recorded. Can't even speak. From when the last video was recorded, right. So here we go. We have to now break into the palace. We're on a heist. No, we're not really on a heist. We are kicking those nasty evils out of this place, but to do that, we need the help of some stupid Gungans. And this guy right here, in particular. Yay! So happy! Now commences a part of the game which you can't even play. You don't even find out what the outcome is, but whatever. You just gotta assume that they win, because this is all they show to you. In actual fact, I did some research, and this was actually supposed to be a level, but it never made it into the actual game. And this was supposed to be the opening cutscene for it. They kept the cutscene in, but that's it. That's all we see of that battle, because we don't get to play it or anything, you know. And also there's a tank here, but this is the only LEGO game, again, where you can't mount anything or drive anything or anything like that. So this tank is here, but no one's in it. And we can use the force on this, and does it blow up? I can't remember. Yeah, it blows up. Okay. I was like, do you just get studs from it, or does it blow up? There's another tank that our tank thing shot in the cutscene, so it's all destroyed. However, I think in the complete saga, because you can mount things, you can actually get in that. You can actually get into that tank, and the tank that was previously destroyed in this cutscene is actually still working and operating. So right now, this is the first little bit. This is going to be quite a long-ish video, because this is pretty much the longest chapter. I don't know if it's in the longest chapter in the game, but it's definitely the longest chapter in episode 1. Really, for these reasons, you have to just stand here a lot of the time and time your deflections perfectly, because you can't get to these droids otherwise. There we go. Right, they're all destroyed, but there are harder parts than that in this chapter. So we have to make this ramp so R2 can get up, R2-D2. This is the first level where you get to play as him. Oh yeah, and also Anakin's in this, and he's completely useless. He's good for, it's literally one thing. He's good for one thing. So yeah, R2 can like shoot a little laser thing, or not really a laser thing, it's like a spark plug. And what that can do is disable, he can't harm anything, I don't think. All he can do is disable droids, which is okay. But a good thing about playing as a droid is no enemies will attack them, or attack them purposefully, which is brilliant. So yeah, another thing you've got to do here is you've got to set up ways for the other characters to get across by themselves. And then, you know, well, you don't really have to protect them. I mean, if they die, they just respawn. But it's unlikely that they'll die unless you kill them. Oh yeah, I also, in this gameplay, I remember now, we went down this corridor. No, it was another corridor. Never mind. I'm not being as loud this episode. It's a little bit later now. Here we go. Down the corridor of justice. We're taking this back. Ding ding, we're doing the little, oh god, the camera didn't even follow me. Doing a little wrestling move. Ta-da! Oh yeah, you can turn on the lights. It doesn't give you anything, you literally just turn them on with the force. There's a way down here, and you can see that there's some red lights. I shouldn't have gone down here, because now there are enemies to face. And they could have been avoided, but anyway, down here there's an area where you have to be Emperor Palpatine because he's the only one who can use the Dark Force. He's the only one who can do that. So we can't do that now, and I think, yeah, the only character in the game who can do that is Emperor Palpatine, because I think he's the only one who can use Dark Force. That's right, there are other Sith Lords here, but I think the only person in this game who can use Dark Force is Emperor Palpatine, if my memory serves me correctly. I don't know why I'm playing as Obi-Wan a lot here now. It's just that I've been playing as Qui-Gon, the Hoarder-ish. He hasn't been the Hoarder since Episode 1 and 2, but and not even a proper Hoarder since Episode 1. But we've binn playing as Qui-Gon Jinn a lot in this game. But then again, playing as Qui-Gon is, you know, this is the only chance that we can play as Qui-Gon, because, spoiler alert, he dies at the end of this episode. So you can't play as him anymore. And there'll be plenty of time to play as Obi-Wan later, but this is the Padawan version of Obi-Wan, and during this episode, this is the only time you can play as the Padawan version of Obi-Wan. Because he is a Padawan right now. If you're not familiar with Star Wars, speak Padawan means learner. It's like he's a student. He's like he's a student and he's learning the Force. He's learning. See what I mean? You've got to stand around waiting for a droid to shoot you. And if he doesn't shoot you, you have to run where? You have to like chase the lasers. And, oh, it's annoying. Alright, cool. I saw his things fall down. You can turn the fountains on, but only for a limited time, so there's no point. And yeah, there's a lot of things to explore here, but I'm only focusing on getting from A to B in this little walkthrough, playthrough thing. Here we go. We've got to make this little bridge here. There's R2. He makes his own way up for some reason. But, you know, it's up to him, really. I'm not forcing him to do anything. Force push him off the edge. I don't know why, as a kid I always used to like jumping onto this little ledge, just because you can. And flower pot. It's now dead. And this flower pot's dead. And that's, well, you have to get rid of that one. Now there's a gate blocking our way, and there's a little button over there which activates it. I have no idea why a button over there would be there or whatever. Anyway, destroy this plant pot, push this button, and then you'd be young Anakin, I think he's called. Oh, whoops. I think that was an accident. I'm pretty sure it was. But you've got to go through here, because only small characters can fit through there, because he's young Anakin, you know. Or is he called Anakin Boy? I don't know, like, he's just a boy or something. But anyway, you open this gate, and that's literally the only useful thing young Anakin will do, basically. You can't even attack or anything. He just goes through these little things, and he jumps, and that's it, and he stands on buttons. That's literally the only useful thing he does. And for some reason in his picture, he's there with his little blonde hair, short blonde hair, but his character model actually, he's wearing his pod racing cap for some reason. And I don't know why. But this is where you need to set up things for everyone to go. I wouldn't recommend going down there. But anyway, R2 can get up here. You need to destroy this for the two gun people to get up. You need to set up this so young Anakin can get up. And then the two Jedi will get up together. So you need to stand on one. The other Jedi will stand on the other. And then you just use the Force on each other's platform. I thought this was awesome. I thought this was brilliant. And then you jump on this ledge. You need to put that window ledge up. And there you go. Just jump over, you make your way around till you get to this window, and then there are some buttons that you just stand on. Everyone will automatically stand on the button, the window will open. I don't know why you couldn't just smash your way in, but there you go. And here we go, we are now inside. I was going to say the castle, but it's not a castle, it's a palace. Now we're inside here, and of course there are loads of battle droids everywhere, because it's pretty much owned by the Trade Federation at this point. But that's why this chapter is called Retake Theed Palace, because we are retaking it. It shall become ours once more, or at least it will become the Queen's again. The Queen shall take it back. Anyway, we also want to destroy the Trade Federation ship, so we want to get all these pilots, who are actually prisoners down here, we want to get them back into their ships, so they can set sail through the air into space and destroy the Trade Federation ship, which is again supposed to be another level, or another chapter in this game, but for some reason it didn't actually make it into the full release, and I don't know why, but to honour it, in the Complete Saga, they actually made this level just as a bonus level, so you can still play it, but you need to own that game first, and then you can play it in the bonus level menu. I can't even remember. I think I only played that mission once and it was okay. But yeah, maybe they just thought it wasn't good enough for the full release of the original game. Which I can sort of understand. You know, you gotta only leave the best levels. So there we go, that's one pilot freed. Just follow exactly what I'm doing, because I know exactly where all of these people are. So yeah, you just gotta set up these blocks, I guess, accordingly to how I'm doing this. You wanna just jump up. You get this little bit that's in the wall, make a little block platform. This can be a bit tricky because now you just got to drop onto here, then onto here, and there we go. Just to kill one droid and set one pilot free. I know they're in awkward positions, but they're not making it easy for you. And then basically they just stand by their ships, and once all pilots are by their ships, you can carry on. You can use the force on these ships to just lift it up, and you can get some studs out of it, but there's not much point to it really. As you can see, there are some terminals, they've got pictures of pilots on there, that's how you know that you need them. Okay, I was able to destroy that droidica before it had its shield up, which is good. I can quickly free these two pilots. Okay, now there's only two more pilots to free, and now we're using the same technique as we used before to get in here. We're just gonna use the force to get each other up, and that's the last droid. And once they're down, they'll stand by their ships, and then a terminal will come up for R2-D2 to unlock the hangar door, to open the hangar door, and then there you go. Go for it, R2. Oh yeah, he can also hover if you press and hold X or cross or whatever you want to call it. I usually call it cross, I don't know why I called it X there. But once you open it, that's the level complete. There you go. And look how quickly that door opens, it's scary. Alright, ending cutscene. More droidicas arrive. Start firing, and I don't know why there's such a problem now, and I have no idea where Anakin's hat went, but whatever. I suspect, and now he's got it back on again. He's got his hat back on again. Whatever. Okay. And now they're down, and he flies off somewhere. And because the level that should be coming next has not made it to the full release, it makes people wonder, okay, where has he flown off to? Anyway, we've unlocked some more characters. Yeah, Anakin Skywalker Boy, that's what he's called. That's what the character is called. Super Kit Piece, we didn't get it. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode. We're calling it here. And stay tuned for the last episode. You know, chapter 6 of episode 1, coming very soon. See you then. Goodbye.